The period end menu covers the configuration and tasks that will be typically carried out at the month end. Starting with the Companies tab, this is where we set up the companies within Abacus, which is a multi-company system. We have two here, Consulting for Schools and Initech Services. And using the Switch Company menu, we can switch from one company to another. So from Initech to Consulting for Schools, we're going to stay where we are at the moment in Initech. What you also see here is a lock date, and the lock date determines the date after which transactions can be posted. Anything prior to the lock date cannot be posted. You also see here the VAT method, and here we have an accruals and cash counting system, quarterly accounting, and the financial start and end dates. If we look at Consulting for Schools, a little more detail, there we have the address details, the VAT details, the VAT registration number, and those dates. So pretty straightforward. The financial years will be set up as part of your initial configuration. However, should you need to shorten or lengthen these can be adjusted, as well as the periods which are contained within those financial years. So each period has a start and end date and a number. The nominal codes or chart of accounts is a very important feature of any accounting system. Abacus comes with a default EBITDA style chart of accounts, which can be modified, renumbered and reorganised to suit your particular requirements. In the first instance, however, it comes with sales at 1,000, cost of sales at 2,000, salaries at 3, overheads at 4,000, the EBITDA bits and pieces, depreciation, etc., amortisation, interest, 6,000 is fixed assets, 7,000 is current assets, 8,000 accounts payable, and 9,000 is everything else. There are certain accounts in here which are locked internally with an internal code. So the accounts payable, the accounts receivable, the VAT account, and the realised foreign exchange gains and losses are all locked. But other than that, you can change this to your heart's content. And working with the analysis codes, you can provide a very comprehensive and deep analysis of your business. The account name is the primary key, and that is concatenated with a nominal account number to give you the chart of accounts. For some accounts, such as sales, where you would expect a credit balance, the sign is reversed in management accounts. The type, class, reporting class, standard grouping and category then determine where it falls in the different reports and how it's used throughout the system. It is wise, if you're creating a new account, to use a similar one so that you get these groupings and categories correct. If you need to change the reverse sign in the management accounts, then please ask your administrator to do that for you. Editing an account is straightforward. Just click on the account name, then the edit, and this allows you to change those fields that we discussed earlier. However, it's unwise to do so if there are postings already to that particular nominal code. So in this instance, we're going to leave it and we'll cancel out of here. And that brings us to another feature, which is the ledger postings that have been made to that account. So here we can see all the postings which have been done between this date range to this particular account code. And if we want to narrow it down further to say just sales invoices, we update it and we only have those transactions. Currency exchange rates are also managed under the period end menu, and these are bidirectional to assist with bank transfers. So if you're transferring from a dollar account to sterling, you need a rate, and if you're transferring from sterling to dollar, you need another rate. Also worth noting is there has to be a rate for pound sterling to pound sterling of 1, and that's from the start of postings. As we saw under the bank module, the currency exchange rates can be updated when you perform a bank reconciliation. Otherwise, you can add them manually here, and they stay into effect until a new date is added. The financial years will be set up when you configure the system at the start, as will the periods. Although it's worth noting that if you want a 13-month period, that can be allowed for. Similarly, if you want to shorten or lengthen a financial year. Manual journals are also created under the period end menu. And here's one that I created earlier to load the opening balances. You can see here there's a description, the nominal code, analysis codes if required, the debits and credits. You'll be pleased to hear it adds up as it goes along, and it won't let you post an out of balance journal. Analysis codes are maintained here too. They can really be anything that you want that suits your business. It might be a project, it might be a job number, it might be a cost centre, region, entirely up to you. They're totally flexible, and they can also be associated with an account, which is always quite helpful. So here we have West, which is associated with Munich travel. And there are 2 analysis codes that you can set. Again, they can be used in any combination that works for your business. Finally, under the period end menu, there is the All Accounts option. This displays all the Salesforce accounts that are available in the system and allows you to convert them into customers or suppliers or prospects as you require. Now, if you're going to do this on a wholesale basis, it would be better to use a tool such as Data Loader. So consult with your Salesforce administrator for assistance with that. That concludes the period end menu video. So good luck with the test, and I'll see you on the next one.